Hello there everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim World 6 video. Yet again we do have the TSC-X Train Sim controller all plugged in, so thanks again to Sim Workshop for giving us a sample unit to check out. I've configured it for the class 101 and surprisingly it does actually work quite well, as I was quite interested to see how the gears work. So let's just get in and let's see how it's done. To make sure all the lights are set up, so we want that to be white. That needs to be white as well. Passenger lights, don't really need them on. I'll set this to Lancaster. Slowly. This is the West Coast Mainline overshaft route as well. Lancaster. Should be on the front. Yeah, that'll do. Right, let's get the doors shut. Oh, actually I didn't set the guard buzzer for this one, as the last train I drove on here was the ICE 1. So I actually haven't set the guard buzzer back, but that's alright. Right, doors shut. So I'll just have to use the, where is the press button for this one? It's here somewhere. That'll do. Right, Barlay next. Right, reverser, hang on, I haven't set that yet. Forward. Actually I'll keep the HUD on just so you can see what I've set. Oh, hang on, throttle to throttle, no we don't want that, hang on. It's activated. Right, hang on. Right, cool. Right, brake, release, gear into our first gear, and then throttle we can then begin to use. There we go. Cool. As we make our way out of here. So the throttle again is a little bit weird because for some reason, it gives you two options on the software. There's throttle and brake and throttle. Now every time I just set it to throttle, it doesn't activate, it doesn't do anything. But when I set it to throttle and brake, it activates, which means basically, well, it thinks it's a power brake controller. So if I do, you can see where my hand is at the moment. If I go that way, it doesn't do anything because it thinks that's the braking bit, which obviously this train doesn't have. So sort of it only activates from about the halfway point. I'm not sure how, there might be a way you can sort of rectify that, but not figured out how yet. I mean it works fine for the 700 and sort of the trains which do have a PBC. And then you can just go that way for brakes. The horn as well. And I assume if we press this button here, the emergency plunger, it would probably do the emergency valve there. Which actually, let me show you, because I think that is on cam at the moment. Or maybe not, maybe it hasn't done it. No. So it's still set for the emergency press button, not the valve. I'll have to try that on one of the electric multiple units at some point. Let's do a little brake test actually. Yeah, that seems to be okay. And we can speed up to 30, wasn't it there, I think? There's the line down to Haysham-Port, which isn't actually in the game. So that's the second gear. I think that's second gear now. And we're up to 45 as well. But I think it was Quebec. So thanks to Quebec who commented saying, what's it like in the 101? And I was like, oh actually, that's a good idea because you've got the gears on here. And well, it seems to be so far pretty good. It sort of doesn't actually click into place on the gears. You see that sort of drifts between them. So you have to be quite sort of, you have to wait for it to sort of click in. That should be third gear. Yeah, there we go. We'll be late on this run, but that's to be expected. Hopefully it's running smoothly. This is probably the first time I played this route on PC, so. Again, this is another sort of controller focused video, so that's why the webcam is on the controller. All eyes on the controller. So we'll do a few of these, checking out different trains, and then we'll just go back to the normal format. Fourth gear, oh hello, fourth gear. Well, I don't think it's too far to Barlay, is it? Yeah, you can see it coming up, so let's not speed up. We'll put this into, I think yeah, fourth gear. Well, I think fourth gear is what you're meant to coast this one in. I don't know why that is, but yeah, you're meant to coast it in fourth. So that's all eyes on the brake. A little bit of pressure. Say AWS. Brakes are coming on. We're 4 coaches on this, so we'll probably have to go down to the end of the platform. Sort of just keeping the camera at this angle. It's just a bit easier for this train. Should be sort of all right here. That should be okay. There's no stop markers for these. Yep, that'll do. And doors. This is Barlay. Yeah, quite sort of, well, we probably actually went a bit too far up there, but yeah, we're in nicely, we're in comfortably. I'd say that will be okay. Right, I get the doors shut. Then up to Lancaster, which is only a short one, this one. Right, let's see, so that can go into first. Brakes are coming off. I think we do sort of climb out of here, so we have to be quick on the power. We're only up to 15 though, so should just be able to keep it in first gear. First goes up to about 16 miles an hour. And second's up to about 27 or so. So I'll go off to the right here. We sort of swing around. What was that, 25? 25. Won't change that, won't go up to second just yet, as we are going to lose speed as we climb the hill. So let's wait for the back of the train to pass the board. Which I'd say is probably about now. We've got someone working there. A bloke standing there staring at the box, not doing any work. What are we paying you for? Just to stand there? Right, hang on. Throttle, no, you go off. You got second gear. And we'll speed up again. So up to 25. So that's the line off to Carnforth. I think actually have a single yellow as well, so we want to be careful. You might have a red light coming up. Oh, green, good. This route always impresses me. This is, yeah, the West Coast Main Line Overshap route. I mean, this isn't even like the scenic part of it, but it's still just a really nice route. A really nice, all of the route's nice, to be honest. It's a fabulous route. Fairly soon we're going to get the Preston to Crewe route. So that'll be cool. But yeah, thanks to Sim Workshop for sending us over a, is that 10 miles an hour? 10 miles an hour here? Can't be right, can it? 10 miles an hour? Really? Is that generally, hang on, I'm checking that. Is that 10 miles, really? Oh, it is, wow. It's a bit of a weird 10 mile an hour limit. I feel like that's caught me out a lot of times. Probably that same reaction, really? 10 miles an hour? Why? The lovely 101 though. Let's go to photo mode quickly. I love all the NPCs look like they're still moving around. Even though the world is paused, the NPCs are just in there bobbling their heads around like, yeah, we're still about. Can't get rid of us. So far, this is actually working quite nicely with the TSC-X. I mean, the only thing is just this, the throttle stick. It for some reason, yeah, it picks up throttle and brake, not just the throttle option. Because the throttle option would allow me to go down to there, which would be sort of, well, no power, and then there would be 1, 2, 3, and then obviously up to max. But it just doesn't. It's completely dead from here to there because it sets a throttle and brake. Not sure why that is, but yeah, there probably is a way to resolve that. Alright, I'll pop that to second gear. Definitely have to drive the Class 700 again with that. With this, it literally was perfect. And we'll try and do it on Train Sim Classic as well at some point. Although that one's slightly more finicky, because I think AP trains on there, it just doesn't really like them. Same with the Rail Driver. It doesn't really work that well. It works, but not very well with the Armstrong Powerhouse stuff. But it seemed like the throttle works, so that's the main thing. I think I'm still going to have to investigate what it's like on TSC. I'd love to use it on there. Oh, let's set that to 4th gear, not neutral. Should have a single yellow. The next signal was a bit of a way away, but take it steady. Bit of horn as well. Oh no, I've set the wipers now as well. There you go. That's the little twiddly one there. Oh, hang on, let's get that into a better place. There you go. We're definitely going to be late on this run. There's no two ways about that. Yeah, the signal blocks are quite long on this because, well, it's about, what, 80, 90 miles an hour along this bit. So they can't really be close together. And you've got lap brakes on this train as well, so you sort of have to push it a bit, come back, push it a bit to sort of apply pressure. Come on, you want to change, or we missed our slot. Maybe actually, yeah, there we go. Right, brakes release. Put that back to 1st gear quickly. Apply power. B1, B1. It's 10 or 15 miles an hour into the platforms here. Said this one was about 12 minutes. It's probably taken us 20 minutes. Actually, let's set it. It's not no point speeding up now. There we go. I can't remember the name of this river. Someone did mention it in the last video we did on here. It's yeah, across we go. I think it's got a funny name out here. Right, let's put that to the brakes on. About 20 miles an hour, that's alright to begin with. Love the flange sounds on it. The flange sounds on this route are really nice, well, on this train. As we come across. come across again. What's that, 15 miles an hour? Yeah, 15. It's a bit downhill as well. That's for the other side. Where's our speedboard then? Just 10 up, or probably 10. No, I'd say if you're playing on PC and you're sort of a TSW, you play it quite a lot, this is a pretty nice bit of kit to have. I was actually considering getting it when I first started seeing videos on it. Sort of, I think this has been out for about 5-6 months now. Actually less than that, actually about 3 months or so. I was contemplating it. The only reason I didn't go for it is because I mostly play TSW on console. Yeah, we still mostly play on console. I think that train's waiting for us to go. Sorry, mate, holding you up. Yeah, we're holding that one up. We are kind of a bit slow, aren't we, really? There is a buffer stop coming up, so well, yeah. People are probably already getting off the train. Here we are. This is Lancaster. What if the lights here work? Oh, they do. There you go. Nice. What about that one? Not really. Not for that one. Cool. Well, that is going to be it, everybody, for today's Train Sim World 6 video. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. That was the 101 with the TSC-X controller. Actually, not too bad, was it? Yeah, I mean, with the gear, the only thing was the throttle, which was a little bit funny, but well, that's just, everyone has the same colour hair. But yeah, that is going to be it. Links to usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store, as well as the link for this controller if you would like to give it a go. Apart from that, see you all and take care. Bye, guys.